Get to BlueSync. We are going to talk today about team profiles that are now available to our agents on coldwellbanker.com. We had a new website launch last year. We touched on the topic briefly then, but I thought it was a really good idea to refresh that now. So because coldwellbanker.com is now available with team profiles, we have to actually put that data out there, right? And unfortunately, Account Tech does not send team data to Dash. You have to put team profiles, headshots, logos, all has to be done directly into Dash. That then feeds coldwellbanker.com. So let's go ahead and dig in here. First, we will go to coldwellbanker.com. And apologize, I thought I had it up, but did not. So you'll see this is our new site. It's been out for a little bit. You guys have probably have seen it before, but to see what an actual team profile looks like, when you go to agents and offices, you'll see you can't search for a team, but when you go to an agent, and we're gonna choose Carla Nix out of our Coldwell Banker Sunstar footprint there in the Punta Gorda area. You'll see that she comes up. Her personal headshot looks like a team photo, but this is actually her agent account. So agents can choose to do that as well if they would like to. And again, that does flow from Account Tech because agent profile does, team profile doesn't, because why not be confusing? So you'll see here on Carla's profile, it'll say about Carla. It shows her listings, it gives her designations, her languages. Again, all of this comes over from Account Tech to Dash to coldwellbanker.com. You'll see here is where her team is. So Carla Nix's team. And when you click on the Nix team, that's going to pull up her team profile. So you'll see the headshot's different because that's what is loaded into Dash for her team. Anybody that's on the team, their listings will show here. So if Carla's the head listing agent, or maybe her Laura Franz, her team member is the listing agent, all the team listings will come in on this page here, where the first profile we looked that was just Carla's would be just when she is the head agent. You'll see the team information is here, meet the team. You can link over to Laura's profile. We can go back to Carla's profile, and then you'll see the office information is there. I see I need to pop a photo in there for their office, and we can get that done in Dash as well. So again, the team profile comes over only from Dash, no Account Tech connection. The agent profile, we all know, and it's not been anything new since we've got Account Tech, has to launch in Account Tech to Dash. Team information starts in Dash. So let's show you how that's done. So when you're in Dash, this is what Dash will look like. I know a lot of you, especially if you're new, probably have never been in here. We try not to get in there if we don't have to. We like to do all of our work in Account Tech, but unfortunately, the team profiles do not come over from Account Tech. You can drop this button down right here and go to Active Team, or over here on People, you can get to People Home, and you'll be able to get to the teams from there as well. So let's show that way too, because then we can show you how many teams you have. So I'm in my Michigan Dash. We have one Dash for all of Michigan. So you'll see I went to People Home. And then we want to go to drop this down right here and do active teams. So this will show all of the active teams. It's a great idea to come in here every so often, particularly in October when we start talking about awards. And we'll talk more about that in October, but let's get through summer first. But the way the teams are set up in Dash does affect their awards. And again, teams do not come over from Account Tech. All has to be done in Dash. Any team questions, not sure an agent's a team, get to your managers. They're the ones that can give you that information. Administratively, that has to be done in Dash. We have Account Tech teams. I know it's confusing, but those do not feed Dash. Nothing team-wise feeds Dash right now. So this will be what all of your teams will look like. So if you want to update a team, you want to give them a team profile, a team logo, a team headshot. When you click on them here, you click Update Details. That's the same option that if you're in this drop down here and you go to Active Team, you start typing in the team name and you can click the pencil. A lot of times we don't know the team name, what their official name, right? We know who they are. So if you're not sure, the best course of action is to go to People Home, drop this guy down here, Active Teams, find the team you want to update, click on their name, and then Update Details. Pretty simple. You can see there's only 3 tabs. So there's not a lot of information we can put in here, but this is where the teams do have to be updated. So if you need to add a team member, we do that here. Let me truncate that window. You can do that here. You click, it's very grayed out, but I promise you it's there. Click the little plus button. You start typing the agent's name as long as they're active in Dash, and then you add them to the team. Put their member sense date, which is probably the day that you're adding them to the team. Also the same thing as if you're deactivating. Maybe they've left the team, they're going out on their own, or maybe unfortunately they left the company. You can put the deactivation date in here. You'll see there's an email address for the team, phone numbers, social links, profile information here. A little caveat, just like if you're doing into Dash for a person, which we know we don't want to, but if you did that prior to account tech, you have to choose your remark type. We want you to choose team profile. You can see they already have one in this one. And you do have to click English, or if you're doing it in Spanish, click Spanish, but you'll get a note saying, I'm sorry, you haven't updated something. That's why you have to choose the language type, and it's not intuitive. Sometimes it gets missed, but you'll notice it does have that red star there that you have to have that language type. On media, there's 3 options. Oh, and see, it told me proof and point right there. It told me because I had checked team profile, it wouldn't let me go ahead because I didn't have that language selected. So unselected the remark type so I can go to the media page. Here you can see that you have the ability to put in a headshot, which they have one. And then you have a web light logo and a web dark logo that you can add as well. Don't have to have a team logo if they don't have one, but highly recommend they do have that headshot because that's what's going to show up on the website. So let's go ahead and get over to the live Coldwell Banker site so you'll see how that dash information translates. So again, back to coldwellbanker.com. No option to choose to search for a team, but you can search for agents. Search for an agent, not all agents. And we're going to search for Melissa because she is part of the team. You'll see she comes up here. That is her headshot, her profile that was loaded into Account Tech, fed Dash, fed the website. Clicking on her profile will lead me, if you scroll down, to her team, MI Integrity Team. This is the headshot you saw in Dash because that's their team profile. That does go into Dash, does not go into Account Tech. And then as you scroll down, you'll see that her remarks are showing up here. Any listing that either Melissa or Scott is part of, the listing agent will show here, view all listings, and then the team. So again, back to Melissa's original profile, but also the team profile here. And of course, their office information is here. So you can see in Dash how that aligns. The team members show up here. I'm sorry, I forgot to scroll down. The team profile is here, which is different. It's different than the agent profile. And then your media has the headshot, web, or dark. And then when you have the team done, you click save. Now I updated a team this morning just to test how long these changes might happen. So let me go quickly to find Andrea Crossman team. So I added some information for her just this morning. We'll go into her profile that does feed Account Tech to Dash, and then we'll go into the team profile, which has not quite updated. So I will give you the advice that we like to always give when it comes to feed. Give it 24 to 48 hours. Once you put it into Dash, it will show up on coldwellbanker.com, probably a timing issue. So the second you click save in Dash, it doesn't show up online. But this information that I added for Andrea this morning will come over in 24 to 48 hours. So if you have teams in your office, highly recommend reaching out to them. Say, hey, do you know that coldwellbanker.com now has team profiles and I can help you update that? And again, go directly into Dash, bypass Account Tech for the team information. Once you've loaded it in there, it will update coldwellbanker.com in 24 to 48 hours. Again, in Dash, just to recoup, and if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and type those in the chat box. When you're in Dash, this defaults to active listings, so you can put active team. You can start typing the name of the team and go into the pencil. Or if you're not even sure if they're a team in there, if you go over to people on the left and go to people home, it defaults to active people. You drop down the list, active teams. This will give you your list of teams. Now, if the manager says, hey, Joe and Sally are going to be a team, we need to get them added in as a team, you do that right here where it says add team. But again, that does not translate to Account Tech. So it will have to be done in Account Tech. Get over to either your regional commission specialist or Mike and Fox in HQ, and they can help you on the Account Tech side. Anything in Dash can be done at the ASC or RSC level in Dash. Keep in mind, this does affect awards. So you do want to get clear direction from the manager and the agents before making these changes, because it will affect how they get their awards come the end of the year. Tom had a great question. Tom Heiser, will this do anything for the Moxie websites? I would love to answer your question, Tom, but I have been in a support desk round robin for a good 3 months. There is a team section in Moxie. We all know Moxie has some limitations when it comes to teams. There's some workarounds. They keep promising they're going to be more team friendly. Right now, from what I can tell, Dash is not transferring the team information to Moxie. They're telling me it should, but it's not. So I will get back to you once I have an update on that ticket to see, because there is a team section in Moxie that we know that we used to be able to update before the Dash feed. And so hopefully, Tom, I'll have an answer as soon as I can get the help desks, both at Coldwell Banker and at Moxie, to play nice in the sandbox and give me an actual answer and not the runaround. So hopefully in the future it will. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and say it does not, because in my experience has been that it's not transferring over, even though they're telling me it's supposed to. So not a great answer for you, but know that we are on it and hopefully get a good answer soon. Any other questions for me today? Yes, always fingers crossed when it comes to the Moxie help desk. You never know. I'll go ahead and give it a minute. Again, best thing you can do is go ahead and get to your teams, get to your manager, say, hey, do you know that coldbanker.com has this great team profile? We can get this updated for the agents. Let's go through the teams. Maybe you set aside, 30 minutes one day later this week or next week after the holiday, and you go through your team list to make sure that Dash is reflecting properly, and then you can load their information for them. Well, I don't see any new questions, so I appreciate your time this morning. I hope you guys have a great holiday weekend. As always, as you get in there and start adding this information, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye now.